right, Miss Peachy. You have a wonderful day. Good morning, Cog Squad. Hope you guys are having the best day ever today. It is again, crisp, cool morning. But come daggum around lunchtime, you know, we're wanting to put a shorts on it. I love this weather though. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. It is just almost just right for me. Look at that, there's old Big Daddy. What you doing there, Moo Man? Good morning, brother. Good morning. Just coming to see how you's doing this morning, man. Where's Mildred? Mildred's done gone off in the past. Oh, there she is. Good morning, Mildred. Hey, girl. Just coming to check on you guys. See how y'all doing this morning. Hey, Miss Pears. Hey, beautiful. I was gonna see how everybody was doing after the big hat day yesterday. Oh, goodness. He looks like he's sneaking up on them. I'm gonna get y'all. Boo!
Chip's the best sport here, though.
Chip is so good. Everybody's all out there in the pastures this morning. Over there. Oh, got some on this side too. That looks like all the youngins right there. they're totally separated from everybody else this morning. Hey, honey bunny, how you doing, girl? Doing okay? Hey, Miss Jess. Good morning, baby. Good morning. Good morning, baby. Dusty as ever. We need some rain, don't we, Sylvester? Yeah, we needed some rain. It would be nice, wouldn't it, brother? Sure would. I hear the dwarfs over here. Just talking it up over here this morning. Where's Miss Snow White? There she is. There's Snow White. She's catching her some sunshine over there. Oh, the sounds of the farm. Especially those roosters. They are hard at it this morning. I guess they like talking to Miss Snow White. How many eggs we get this morning?
Well, I didn't count.
You didn't count?
I didn't count.
Okay.
I just know there's a basket full.
You know, I can't help myself. I have to count them when I get them. It's just in my, I guess it's in my DNA.
I usually do, but
yeah.
For some reason I knew you were going to ask today, so I didn't count them. It's a guessing game. How many do y'all think are in there?
Looks like 14.
Well, now I got to count them. You know?
I was going to say 18.
I will say this.
That's what it normally is?
There's an oddball in here.
Uh-huh.
That may be why I didn't count them. I was too preoccupied with the... Oh, it
Did
busted.
It broke? I heard it.
It busted.
I messed you up.
Well, you didn't mess me up. I knew it was a little bit odd when I put it in here. But look at this.
Oh, yeah.
You see the end of it? You can already tell that there's
something going on with that egg.
A little thin shell. I mean, So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. We had 13.
I was close.
Did I count this one though?
I think you did.
Yep, 13.
13.
We won't let Dee Dee see this.
No, and don't let Dee Dee see
She's over there.
I see her. She's checking out the goats licking on the mineral block over there.
That's right.
Dee Dee's gonna get her lick.
Red looks like
Not my block.
She's a dog.
You can see I'm out here in the fall winter garden, and I must say it looks absolutely fabulous. It really does. This is my favorite time to garden. I just love the fall winter garden. And not to mention, it's not 110 degrees outside. That always helps. That always helps right there now. Oh, but the garden looks absolutely fabulous. But I'm going to tell y'all, I had an eye-opening experience yesterday. So, as you guys know, we planted the carrots yesterday in the raised bed garden. So while I was out there, I got those carrots in the ground and I realized, you know what? That was as many carrots right there, as many carrots that I was gonna plant in this big garden right here. Now this plot is 40 by 40, 50 by 50, somewhere in there. And believe it or not, this is bigger than my garden at Little Cog. And I got several of these plots. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 of these with intentions on expanding it on over here to get me probably 2 more of these plots, and that would give me 7. But after planting those carrots, even though I've been saying that, hey, you know what, we're going to plant most of our food in the back, I think I'm going to plant all of it back there. I really do. I think that I'm going to downsize. I'm going to downsize the farm per se. And even though it seems like I may be able to plant almost just as much food in that raised bed as I am in these big plots, I'm just going to downsize. After I planted those carrots in that raised bed, and I realized that I didn't have to get the tarp put out or pull the tarp up, and I didn't have to get the spring tooth harrow on the tractor and come through here and run that spring tooth harrow through here, then take the spring tooth harrow off, put the tiller on, come back through here and till it. But I realized I got just as many carrots in that raised bed as I was going to put in this bigger plot. My weed pressure is going to be absolutely minimum. I didn't have to put drip irrigation in. And remember, that's kind of what's got my back all messed up, and it's still not there yet, but it's getting there. And that garden is right there close to the house. And don't get me wrong, I love gardening this way. I love gardening anyway, period. But man, after my back's been hurting and how easy that was, I was like, I'm downsizing. I'm downsizing the way that I'm doing this. I used to have a raised bed garden over at the old farm, and I just didn't use it very much at the time. It just wasn't well done, to be honest with you. It was my very first garden space over there. Y'all hear them sparrows? And I don't know, it did not perform very well, and it was in, calm down guys, it was in part shade. So I got away from raised bed gardening, but now I think I'm headed back towards raised bed gardening. Good morning, Cheese. How you guys enjoying the sun hemp bed, You liking it? Y'all liking it? So you may be asking yourself, well, Jason, if you're gonna get rid, or if you're not gonna garden out here like that anymore, what are you gonna do with all these garden plots and all that you've kind of came up with? I think my plan from going forward is out here. I'm gonna just make these pollinator gardens. I think I'm just gonna plant just a mess of flowers out here. I really do. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna broadcast the seeds. You know, just make huge pollinator gardens out here for the bees and the butterflies. And I will have the option to plant watermelons or pumpkins or something like that. Good morning, Big Ryan. How you doing, sir? Hey, Opal. How you doing, beautiful? Ginger, Reba, Lucille. Which I was kind of doing that, a little bit already, but I was growing a ton of vegetables out here. And, I think downsizing is going to be a game changer for me and us here on the farm. The more I think about it, and I realized I just can't handle all that. It's just impossible for me to handle all that. I would have to have some full-time help for sure. And I'd have to figure out some kind of way to make enough profit off of it to pay the full-time help, which would be a big challenge in itself. I do not see how that would be. I really don't see how that would be possible, honestly. I really don't. I know that the flower farm was a big dream of mine, and even me doing one small plot, I couldn't even keep up. I couldn't keep up. You know, the thing with the flower farm is, you know, I would go out there, I would spend all morning cutting and arranging the flowers, which would take a good little while, way longer than you think. 2 or 3 hours getting them picked, getting them, you know, the leaves and all out of it, getting them cut the right size, putting a rubber band around them, putting a paper around them, even with Mary Carl's help, because she was helping me do that. Then we had to take them to the store that we were selling them from, because they were not selling it all in the farm stand. And that was a 30-minute drive. So that was an hour right there. So we're up to a half a day. So we're up to 4 hours now involved. That's not including the time of setting them up at the store, talking to everybody over there. Next thing you know, spend another hour. Then you got 5 hours, and two bouquets sell for, you make $20, and then you have to go back over there in about 3 days or 4 days, and get rid of the ones that are dying and swap them out. It was a lot of work and not much profit in on it. And for me to hire somebody full-time to help me with that, I don't know how it would be sustainable. I really wouldn't. That's why I'm thinking about mainly focusing on pollinators here for the farm, because we do have the honey, we do have the bees, and the honey is sustainable. And I do have help with the honey. We got our beekeepers, Rachel and Roy, the nectar ninjas. And so I can help that part of the farm out by planting just plots and plots and plots of things for the pollinators. Right, Holly? Look, Holly's been going to sleep on me, y'all, already. What's going on, y'all? What is happening? You can tell that's Goldie. What's going on, Nugget? Oh, wee. Y'all doing okay this morning? Oh, Goldie's strutting her stuff this morning. She's still laying eggs. Brooke is still collecting them. With my help, I come over here and occupy while Brooke collects the eggs. And still taking them to Miss Catherine over there at G&G Farm. Reckon she's gonna hatch any, partner? I really am gonna be interested to see if they're actually fertile. You know what? I have my doubts. I really have my doubts. Which makes it even, well, it makes my decision, or makes me feel better about my decision of pulling eggs. But we'll know. We'll know. We'll see how it goes. If she hatches any or not, if they're fertile or not. I hate for it to be just like it was last year, where you sat, what, 55 days? And they were all, none of them were fertile? And we don't need that, do we? No. That was just a total waste, wasn't it? A total waste. Don't have time for that. Yeah. We don't have time for that. Look here, we got some snorting and spitting going on over here. I'll check with you later. I don't know if y'all could hear or not, but Fifi's been hollering this morning. The Nubian scream. She is in heat. You can see Tipper is courting her. Y'all know Tip's a weather, so ain't nothing he can do. But she is in full-fledged heat. But we're not gonna breed you, girl. You're retired. Yep, you're retired, baby. You're retired. We can't have another go-round like we had this year with you. No. No, you're retired. But she's been standing over here, staring across the way over there at Stink and Stump, trying to get their attention, and she's got it. She's got it. But no more babies. No more babies for you. We can't take that risk again. All right, Sheriff. You hold it down. Keep them straight. Okay? I'll come back and check with you later. I need to go grab something out of the barn before we go and have some fun in the back, right? I totally need to go grab something. Come on. All right. Let's get us one of these right here. Which one do I want to grab here? Roses, see here. This is going to be, let me show y'all what we're fixing to do. All right, Holly, you gotta scoot over unless you're driving. And I don't think you're driving. Not yet anyway. Yep, I'm about to have to take the jacket off. So after I planted the carrots yesterday and how easy it was, I remembered, you know what else I gotta plant? Garlic. And again, my original plans was to plant my garlic out there in my big plot out there. And I was like, why would I do that and not just plant it out here? My raised beds are ready. So I'm gonna plant garlic today in the raised bed. This is elephant garlic. Let me show y'all. You can probably see why it's called elephant garlic too. It's just massive. This is 1 clove of elephant garlic. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? That's one clove of elephant garlic. I mean, that is huge. We struggle a little bit with growing garlic here in our subtropical climate here in central Alabama. It's just, we don't typically have enough chill hours to grow your typical garlic. So that's why elephant garlic works so well here. And there's a reason why. And you've probably heard me say this a million times. Elephant garlic is not actually a garlic. It looks like garlic, except for its huge size. Smells like garlic, tastes like garlic, grows like garlic, but it's not a garlic. It does a great impersonation of garlic. Elephant garlic is actually a leek. It's not garlic. But we grow it as garlic, and it is extremely popular. A lot of your older homesteads, you know, back in the day grew this and called it garlic. And everybody thought it was garlic. I mean, it's really hard to tell the difference. It's a little bit milder, but other than that, stores like garlic, there's just you wouldn't know, honestly. But it is a leek, and it doesn't need all those chill hours, and that's why it's so great for us to grow here in the South. And that's why I always grow elephant garlic. Now, I've had friends have successfully grown your regular hard neck or soft neck garlics out there. I have not been able to do that. So I'm gonna get this in the ground, I'm gonna put some fertilizer out. And I'm thinking too, I was planning on, this is my cilantro and parsley, which is way past due to be planted. But my original plan was to plant this in my green stalk planters. But I got plenty of room out here. Why not plant this in my raised beds? I'll tell you something. So I find myself when I'm out here at the back garden in the greenhouse, which is several times a day now. I always have visitors right there. Always. Never fails. Look. Always have visitors. Oh, goodness. I can't help but go speak to them. What's going on, y'all? Hey, Goldie. Hey, girl. I see y'all over here every time. I don't know how y'all know I'm even over here. Y'all must have great ears, even though they are teeny tiny. I just don't know how y'all know I'm over here. And you know what? I called you Goldie. You Nugget. Sorry about that, buddy. I saw you pacing like that, and I should have known with your beautiful hair that was Nuggo. Thought that was Goldie. You was just trying to get my attention, I reckon. I see you though. I do. I couldn't help but come over here. But y'all must have some good ear. I know you got great eyesight, but there's no way you could see me because I'm over there. So I don't know, but I appreciate y'all checking on me though. Okay. Telling everybody I'm thinking about downsizing. Well, I am gonna downsize. That means I can spend more time with you and get some nugget hugs, right? That's right. All right, got the herb bed planted this fall. That is cilantro and parsley. I probably got the cilantro planted too close together, but that's okay. It's gonna get thick. I can thin it out. Doesn't matter. I had it, so I went ahead and planted it. I could have staggered it. Thinking about it now, it's probably what I should have done is staggered them, but it's okay. We're all good, and I'm anxious to see how this. I think it's gonna take off. I think a week from now we're gonna see a totally different bed right there for sure. Still keeping my carrots moist, as you can see, and I got my garlic watered right here. When my Monday video comes out, hopefully we'll see some green from carrot germination, or at least by Wednesday of next week. If not, then we're just gonna wait. That's all I can do. I'm not gonna pull them up or anything. Well, it will be interesting to see if we don't start seeing some green soon. Hey girl, what you doing? What you doing? I got a question for you. You think you might walk on my back? My lower back's there, and I think I got a bulging disc. I'm gonna have to get you to walk on it. You reckon you handle that? Oh, goodness. Is that a yes? Is that a yes? And maybe if I brought you like a watermelon or a pumpkin or something, maybe we could work that back massage right on out. I bet you do a good job walking on my back. I remember as a kid, my dad used to get me to walk on his back. Yeah, I thought it was crazy at the time, but now I understand why. I understand why now. Hey, one more favor I need you to do. I need you to tell everybody. You tell them, girl, y'all be good.